Joy. Where do I find this elusive thing called joy? What is joy and can I experience it? On this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can do that. So, where it starts is realizing that joy is in you already. You just have to believe that. That is the fundamental start of this journey. So it isn't something that comes from the outside that you need to bring in. It isn't something that you need external, something in the external world or some circumstance to change to give you joy. Joy is already in you. So the key is, how do I unlock the joy that is already in me? So the first step is just to believe that it's inside of you right now. It's nothing you need to get. You don't need to work hard for it. You don't need to read a book to have joy. You don't need any of that stuff. You don't need to learn something new. You just need to uncover it within yourself. So, step one is believe that joy is in you already. Step two is to drop any expectations of the world. If you expect the world to provide, in this case, joy to you, you have to drop all those expectations. And that includes of people. People can't bring you joy. Money can't bring you joy. Your kids getting married can't bring you joy. Joy is something that exists and it's always there. It doesn't rely on circumstances. It doesn't rely on situations. So joy is something that is a state of being joyful. Happiness, all those other things can bring you happiness. And I know in my life, a lot of times I was confusing joy and happiness. I'd have moments of happiness, and then I'm thinking, well, wait a minute now. According to the world, this is supposed to be something that endures, live happily ever after. Remember? That's what I grew up with, happily ever after. So I was thinking, gosh, that's what I'm searching for. But those moments of happiness were just fleeting. They were all based, or what was going on in my life at the moment, or an achievement or whatever. And I'm happy, woo, I'm happy, 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 but then it goes away. So it starts with dropping any expectations of the world. It's an internal thing, as we studied in the beginning. So now you're in the right mindset. Joy is within me. I don't have any expectations that the world will bring me joy. So step three is look around. Look around. What makes you smile? What makes you relax? What makes you be in wonder? What stirs your passion? What are those things that really get you going? And start taking note of that. Start taking note of what those things are. Look around you, take some notes, think into that a little bit. Make brainstorm. Here are the things that bring me this joy, that, make me smile. Maybe it's a puppy dog, or a little baby, or maybe it's a sunshiny morning with your coffee in hand. Maybe it's doing something. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe it's when you're painting, or when you're drawing, or when you're singing, whatever it may be. For me, I was a big athlete, so it's when I was playing sports. This teamwork, this feeling of being together and working with others. So look around and start paying attention to those things that give you those emotions, or just those expressions, the smiles, the relaxing, the be in wonder. What makes you wonder? Is it when you go out in nature and you're like, holy cow, this is amazing? Okay, you're starting to tap into what gives you joy. So the next step would be, look at life from this prism. What gives you peace, and what takes your peace, and what confuses you? What is it that takes your peace away, and what confuses you? Well, those are the things that you definitely are not going to bring you joy. They're not going to be sustaining for you. So what brings you clarity? What takes your peace, and what confuses you? If you enjoy reading a book, but you're not particularly a kid person, and and you're reading in a public setting, let's say, and kids are yapping, yapping, yapping. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't stand this. Okay, so that's not a joyful experience. So, what takes your peace away? Again, you're noting these things. You're noting these things. What confuses you? If you're in a state of confusion, you can't be joyful, right? If you're confused, what is it that confuses you? Joy brings clarity to you. Think about that. When you are joyful, full of joy, and joy really in this context is circumstances don't matter. I have this joy about me, no matter the circumstance, no matter the situation. I've got joy. I know that the world is going to provide ups and downs, and there's going to be trouble in the world. So I'm prepared for that. I'm going to go and approach things with a joyful heart, a forgiving heart, all those things. It's a beautiful way to live. I'm sorry. So, what takes your peace and what confuses you? Make note of that. And it's cool to write all these things down because it'll give you a picture when you're all done. Next step is what brings you clarity. And what are you clear about in your life? What brings you clarity and what are you clear about in your life? Whatever it is that you are clear about, and again, no qualifiers, just I know this. I am super clear about this. I enjoy, for example, for me, I enjoy being out in the world. That's clear to me. God has called me to be out in the world amongst people and doing those sorts of things and smiling and being a light for people. So I'm clear about that. And even saying it, it just brings a smile to my face. So that's what I'm clear about in my life. So that's why for me, that's what I'll be doing the rest of my life. So I've got a community, life transformed, helping people go from isolation to community. Next step is freedom. You're going to hear that at the end of the video. But that's what we are all about. That's what I'm all about the rest of my life is being that light. And I am living a life of joy overflowing. And it's because I tapped into these steps and I understood what brings me clarity and what I'm clear about in my life. Previous video, I talked about identity. And when you're clear on who you are and your identity, everything becomes more clear and you know what you're doing, you know where you're headed. And that's a joyful state to be in. And then the final step is take a small step to be in those joyful circumstances or with those people more. So, whatever it is you learn through these steps, then take a small step to increasing that state of mind for yourself, recognizing that it's in you already. So, you're just practicing the muscle here. It's just the consistency. Oh my gosh, I feel joy. I experience this joyful state of mind when I'm out hiking. Okay, well, incorporate that into your life a little bit more. And here's the cool part is you anticipate, oh my gosh, I'm going hiking tomorrow. I'm gonna have joy. I'm gonna be in that joyful state. And it'll start to reprogram your programming. It'll start to reprogram your mind, and you're going to start experiencing life in a way that you never have before. You're going to be able to, if you look down the road and do this consistently, you're going to live a life full of joy, joy overflowing. All right, so subscribe with the notification bell to receive regular updates. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button to see more like this and comment down below. This can be with questions or answers to a question you ask. And we will see you the next time on this amazing journey from isolation to community, where the next step is freedom.